Home, for many Filipinos, transcends national borders. Since the dawn of history, Filipinos have braved great distances by land and sea in waves of migration that span centuries, cultures, and histories. Today, home isn't just a place on the map, but a place in the heart, defined by a sense of community. The Filipino diaspora forms a global archipelago linked together by a shared appreciation of our origin, our values and beliefs, and the enduring Filipino spirit of community, giving, and bayanihan. From this spirit of community and sharing emerged the idea of tapping Filipinos overseas for development projects in the homeland. This spirit gave rise to the Ayala Foundation USA.
Well, Ayala Foundation USA is what is called a diaspora philanthropy foundation. What that means is, the Filipino diaspora, the Filipinos who leave the country, and of course in this case go to the United States, would like to give back to the country, especially to their hometowns. And so the foundation acts like a bridge of hope across the seas, connecting them to their hometowns, their parishes, their universities where they studied, so that they can give support to those beneficiaries.
Driven by a strong belief in its mission, Ayala Foundation USA has weathered the challenges of its earlier years. Its 4 nonprofit organization partners and fewer than 100 donors have expanded to over 150 beneficiary nonprofit organizations, raising over $9 million from over 5,000 donors for projects in such fields as education, housing, livelihood, and disaster relief. Confronted with the ever-changing needs of Philippine development and buoyed by the growing community of successful Filipinos in the U.S., Ayala Foundation USA now embarks on a new journey to become a stronger, more strategic, more focused, and sustainable organization as it evolves into the Philippine Development Foundation USA, a foundation and public charity driven entirely by Filipino Americans and bringing change where it will be most needed and felt.
The quote reorganization is largely based on this new addition to what we think Ayala Foundation USA should do, and that is this strategic gift giving.
US-based Filipinos spend over $88 billion annually in goods and services in the US. This massive purchasing power means that many of our successful kababayans in the States are able to channel their resources to social development causes that make a real and lasting impact on the lives of Filipinos back home.
If one family like myself can do this, and there are evidences of that, I have confidence that a lot of people will make it a rallying point for their gift giving also.
PhilDev USA hopes to become an organization driven by Filipino Americans and an entity entirely independent from Ayala Foundation.
I believe that donors are just becoming more careful about how they give. They want to give strategically, and they want to give as efficiently as possible.
The focus on education, science, and technology is key to PhilDev USA's vision.
Technology has been identified as the #1 catalyst for growth in developing countries. That pool of competitive knowledge in science and engineering, then we can get the industry involved in the creation of companies to take advantage of this expertise.
Beyond facilitating financial resources, PhilDev USA hopes to leverage expertise and ultimately promote mutual understanding and development for both countries.
You just have so much that's been happening in the United States in the areas of education, sciences, technology, that could be of help to our country. And I do believe actually that there's also a great deal that we're doing here that we should talk about in the United States.
Integrity, talent, and success will mark the PhilDev Council of Filipino Americans, weaving the collective strength, knowledge, and resources of the best and brightest Filipino Americans to bring about a more strategic and targeted approach to diaspora philanthropy.
Kind of like putting up a brain trust or a think tank that's focused still on the Philippines, but using the expertise and experience of successful films.
We're all Filipinos. We all want to help the country in some way. And I don't think it's any different for Filipino Americans. And so we cannot do this on our own. We need partnerships. We need more people trying to help. We want a country that prospers and a country where we can uplift the lives of as many Filipinos as possible.
Filipinos anywhere in the world can be reunited with their countrymen through a common vision of a greater and stronger Philippines. The Philippine Development Foundation USA is building a bridge of hope across the seas so that together Filipinos can reach that shared vision.